The sales process and what does it mean to go through and purchase a house? Hi, my name is Roxanne Govari with Pemberley Realty here in San Diego, California, and I am going to share a buyer's guide with you that we have prepared just so that I can go over it with you, and we can go through the steps to actually purchase a house. So this is our buyer's guide, and a little bit about me and about where I started in the business, and also the team that works for me, and then let's also go through our mission and our visions, and in terms of what are the values that we try to run the business by, and also what actually we stand for and we try to strive to provide to our customers. And now let's talk about buying a home. So these are the steps that you want to make sure when you are going through the buying process, that you are paying attention to. So, for example, when you are in the middle of buying process, you want to make sure you're not changing jobs. You want to make sure that you're not changing your financial situation. And another thing that's super important: do not buy a car in the middle of purchasing a house. And also don't go charging a bunch of credit card debt in the middle of purchasing a house. Everything, basically, when you are thinking of purchasing a house, every other purchase needs to come to a halt. And also you've got to make sure that you have some money set aside, not only for your down payment but also for your closing costs. So for example, if you're thinking, let's talk about an FHA loan, which is a Federal Housing Administration loan, which is a government funded loan that helps first-time buyers get into a home. So those loans come with very small amount of down payment. 3.5% is all you need to get into a home. So let's say if a home is 500,000, 3.5% would be 17,500. Is all you need to get into a home. But that does not take into effect the closing costs that are needed in order to get into a home. So same goes for financing furniture. Don't do it during the time when you're purchasing a house, and don't try to pull your credit for anything other than the purchase. So if you're shopping around for a lender and you have a couple of different lenders pull your credit, that is not a bad thing. Your credit is not going to get dinged if you're shopping around for a loan and you're going to several lenders to try to find the best lender to work with. That is not going to ding your credit. But if you're going furniture shopping, and then you're going to open up a couple of different credit cards, and you're going in and applying for a vehicle loan, now that is going to raise a flag to the lender saying, wait a minute, not only are you trying to buy a house, but you're trying to buy all these other stuff, and that is a red flag. So we're not going to lend you money in order to buy a house, because you're not going to be able to afford paying all this debt at the same time. And also making deposits. So lenders look at your bank account. They want to know where your deposit is coming from. Where is your down payment coming from? So if you had a whole bunch of money under your mattress, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, now I'm buying a house. Let me just take all this money out of my mattress and go put it in the bank, and so that I have money to buy this house. Well, that is going to raise a red flag for a lender, and they're going to want to know, where did that money come from? And if you say it came out of my mattress, They're not going to like that answer, and it's going to create problems for you getting a loan. Okay, and same for changing banks at the time when you are trying to get a loan for a lender, not a good idea. Co-signing on a loan for somebody else, not a good idea. Essentially, if you're co-signing for somebody else, then you are making yourself financially responsible for the debt of another. So if that's the case, then the lender is going to say, wait a minute, you already have signed up to pay the mortgage for your uncle's house right over here. We're not going to lend you money on your house because you already are responsible for paying the mortgage on your uncle's house if he stops paying his own mortgage. So you have to be very careful if you're co-signing for somebody else. And of course, you have to be very forthcoming about what you own and what are your debt obligations to the lender, so that you make sure that they give you money for yours. Okay, and so now after we are going through all the steps that you don't want to make, then you want to also look at what are the steps that you do want to make. So you want to get pre-approved. You want to get familiar with the market. You want to then narrow down your search and say, for example, if you're initially looking at a whole entire county to purchase a house, then you want to narrow it down to a couple of different neighborhoods so that then you can figure out what you want to actually get into. And then you want to start actually putting offers, and then you want to finalize your purchase. And when you're putting offers, at least in California, putting offers is starting the conversation. Does not mean that if you're putting offers on that you're basically purchasing a house. You're starting a conversation, because negotiations start with putting offers, and then you go back and forth between the buyer and the seller, and finally you settle down and you agree on all the terms, prices, and close of escrow dates, how much money you're going to put down, all of that. And then you actually get into the purchase of the home. Okay, and what do we do in terms of the services that we provide? So as a realtor, we are helping you on the pre-search consultation. We show you the best properties for you. We listen to you. We figure out what is it that you need, and then we help you go through the purchase process, which is many steps to actually get there. And our job becomes to basically hold your hand steady and make you walk across a hot coal and go through all these steps with you. And then, of course, we're going to basically ask you what it is that you need so that we can provide the best experience. And of course, answer your questions, and then get into the wish list of what it is that you're looking for, so that we can provide the best service, and then help you go through that process. So there you have it. That is the steps that we can help you with in order to basically successfully find a house and close on a house. And if you are thinking of any other questions that I can answer, there's my phone number, and I'm always happy to help. And there's my website, and I'm always available to answer your questions. You can also reach out to me via my email. I also like to hang out on Instagram as well as on Facebook. And if you are watching this on YouTube, I really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to our channel, so that as we are making new videos, you are able to watch them and learn a little bit about the real estate world that we live in. So thank you so much for joining me. And remember, does not have to be in San Diego. I can help you buy or sell a house anywhere in the US. So reach out to me today and let me help you realize that dream. Have a wonderful day.